Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Hopefully, everyone having a peaceful, good Thanksgiving weekend. That's all I can hope for. And if not, I hope you find some way to have a good, peaceful Thanksgiving weekend. Stay safe and stay positive. I always like to say that. Now, moving on to Red Dead Redemption 2 on Google Stadia. Um, Google Stadia is a cloud gaming service, and it's nothing new that haven't been done before. But I think Google really has the technology to be ahead of this game because obviously Google is number one worldwide search engine, and they have the best servers in the world. Uh, there's no two ways about that. That's just a fact. They do. Now, granted, I'm not going to repeat the same thing I said about Google Stadia last week, a week ago, November 19th. Obviously, they didn't have a smooth launch, and there was a lot of problems and issues. But I got to admit, there's something very unique and satisfying that I can switch between any of my monitors, computers, devices, televisions, and in the future any phone, tablet, ultrabook, Chromebook, you name it, and play this game, and wherever I left off I can continue to play it. And then in the future I'll be able to live stream it directly to YouTube without any capture card, without any equipment. And I think this is the point that a lot of people are missing. Google Stadia, it's not aiming to compete with PlayStation 5 or Xbox Scarlet or your PC. Google Stadia, it's giving an alternative that will eventually, in the future, 10 years from now, become reality. Just like Netflix has become reality, and look at Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, look at all these other services that we have, streaming services. Okay, guys, I love physical media. Nothing will change the experience for me having a computer and a console and the hardware. I get that. But guys, we have to accept the fact that we're not living in 1998. We're not living in 1999 or 2001 or 2002 or 2003. We are in 2020, almost 2020. And things are moving slowly and gradually with this new generation. And this new generation likes to have stuff on their devices. They like to be able to bring their stuff everywhere they go. That's where we're going. I'm an old geezer. I'm old. We're all gonna get old. You're gonna get old 10 years from now. So this is the monster coming down the hill. We'll just have to adapt to it. Okay? It's gonna happen whether you like it or not. If Google doesn't do it, Jeff Bezos will do it. Or if Jeff Bezos doesn't do it, guess what? Someone else will do it. So it's gonna happen one way or the other. All right? So I just want you to understand that. Now, what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna test to see how well does this run. Here's a great thing. I'm not even connected to my Ethernet cable. Even my Chromecast Ultra is connected to Wi-Fi. 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi router. I mean, 5 gigahertz is pretty good, but still it's connected to Wi-Fi, and I'm able to have a steady, great bitrate. And look how easy this is. You just click and you're good to go. That's it, man. There's no problems, there's no issues. You just click on it and you are good to go. That's it. Boom, just like that. Just like that. Matter of seconds and you are there. And I think that's the appealing part of Google Stadia, is that you can just jump in really quick, really fast, and enjoy. No wait for the updates, no waiting for this or that. Boom. Go in your Chromecast. Okay, you cannot play it here. Okay, then pick up your Chromecast Ultra or your second television in the bedroom. Or you can, okay, if someone else is watching that second television in the bedroom, okay, so you pick up a Ultrabook and you use your Ultrabook and you play it somewhere else on your balcony or on your pool deck or whatever. And it's very easy to jump into it And look at this quality, man. This is very sharp. Doesn't look scrambled. It looks very sharp. Okay? And I'm not even showing you Chromecast Ultra Direct Feed. I cannot show you Chromecast Ultra Direct Feed because I have to connect that HDMI to my capture card, and I have to figure out how to do that. It's a bit of a process for me to do that, so I have to figure out how to do that. It's not just simple as you connecting it to your capture card. There's some things I have to do in order to do that, but I will show you that video eventually. But you have seen the video of me showing you how it looks on the OLED, and what you see is what you get, guys. I'm not here, trying to hold the Google's flag. I'm not here trying to vouch for them. I'm just simply analyzing what I'm seeing and what I'm experiencing. Okay? So, I get it that this will not appeal to everybody, but look at this. The fact that this is being streamed from somewhere, and that I'm not having any issues with latency. I'm not having any issues with input lag. And look at this. Look at the graphics. Look, I'm not even using my Stadia controller. I'm using my Xbox controller. Here's what I want to say. I know there's a lot of you out there who are subscribed to me, who are physical media guys. I get it. I understand you don't like this, but it's not a matter of you liking it or not. This is something that's gonna happen, guys. You can dislike it all you want. Eventually, you're gonna have to jump on this cloud gaming thing. But I think you should try it. If you don't try something, then you have a closed mind. All right, you don't have an open mind, and that's not good. If you're just not willing to try something for the sake of, I don't know, for the sake of you hating something. But how long are you gonna hate this? For the rest of your life, I guess. And if that's the case, but I don't think that's the case. You're saying that now because you haven't tried this service, so you're probably thinking from that hating point of view. You're not thinking from a trying it out, open mind point of view. And there's videos out there. I'm not the only one that says that. There's videos out there that are strictly saying that Google Stadia wants to integrate. They want to integrate a live streaming for content creators on YouTube, for someone like me, where I can actually live stream this without any capture card. And these capture cards are expensive. Even Elgato will cost you about $150, $180, $200. Then if you want to do it from the PC, you have to buy those $300 capture cards. All of that costs money. Okay? And then you have to connect your console to it. They want to make it easier for you, so you don't have to drag all of these cables and capture cards and consoles with you. You don't have to carry all that stuff with you. They want to make it easier and convenient for you to be able to live stream something, And I think that's going to be the future, guys. I think that's going to be the future, whether we like it or not. I just don't see this failing the way you guys are seeing. Now, if you're not a fan of Google, hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which company does it. Like I said, it could be Jeff Bezos, and if Jeff Bezos doesn't do it, it's going to be maybe Elon Musk, Tesla streaming, or whatever it is, okay? He's a gamer too. So I don't care which company does it. It doesn't matter which company does it. It's going to happen. If it's not going to happen, then why do you think Microsoft it's investing in the Azure, in Project xCloud? Why do you think PlayStation, Sony is investing in PlayStation now? There has to be something there, and there is something there, but you can't see a bigger picture because your mindset It's on the old way of thinking. That's your mindset. Guess what? No one asked me when they stopped producing VHS tapes. No one asked me, hey, there's no more VHS tapes. Now you got to jump to a DVD. No one asked me if I was okay with that. No one asked me when the Blockbuster went out of business and Netflix was the only way to rent movies and watch movies online. No one asked me, hey, are you okay with that? Nope. No one asked me. Well, guess what? It happened. So same thing's going to happen with this. So when you look at this video 10 years from now, then you're going to know exactly that technology does move forward, and we'll just have to adopt to technology. And I know that right now, at this moment, Google had a rocky start. Obviously, they didn't have a great launch. We all know that. Everybody knows that. I mean, even the swarms on the ground, they know that. What I'm talking about is the fact that this is not a simple service to review. Okay, it's not like you reviewing a console hardware. Everything takes time to evolve, and it will take time for this to evolve. So you got to give it till April next year, 2020. I firmly believe by April 2020, I'll know exactly where this is going to go. Okay, and they already have 275,000 subscribers. That's quarter of a million people on Google Stadia server just within 1 week. Okay, that's a lot of people just within 1 week, quarter of a million, and the number will continue to grow. All right, so you have to remember, this will take time, and I know you don't see it right now, and I get it. You don't see it now, but you will see it soon. Now, granted, they need to make a bunch of adjustments. They need to add a bunch of features, and I think once they do that, once they add all these features, then it's going to be much, much better. Because next year you won't need you won't need to pay $10 a month. You'll be able to sign up for free. But I think if they adjust Pro service and they add like hundreds of games or even more games, I think it will appeal to more people. And if they can choose not to purchase a Chromecast Ultra and not to purchase a controller where they can use optional controllers, I think that will be also something that's going to help people sign up, where they're not being forced to purchase a controller or a Chromecast Ultra. That's optional if you want the 4K and HDR. But I also think the new Chromecast Ultra will be coming out that's going to be much better and more efficient and specifically designed for Stadia. So this is just the beginning, guys. This is just the beginning, and this is why it's difficult for me to judge this thing. And that's why I want to give it time. This is kind of a service where you have to give it time. You cannot just simply jump into it and judge it right away. You have to give this service time. And I'm giving it a time. I'm giving it till April. I'm being reasonable. April 2020. I think by April 2020, I'll know exactly where they're going. I'll know exactly what the progress is. Okay, and I'll be able to tell you where this service is going. Okay? But for right now, it's still early to say. We're not even in December. We're not even in Christmas, for crying out loud. Okay? So it's still early to talk about it. But for what I'm seeing right now, looks very promising. Okay? And I know that you guys don't, some of you don't see it, or you choose not to see it. But like I said, it doesn't matter how you feel, guys. It doesn't matter how you feel. If Google fails, someone else will take over. Jeff Bezos, or if not Jeff Bezos, someone else. Okay? So it doesn't matter who does this, who really perfects the cloud gaming. Someone's going to do it. All right? And it's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. I've been actually preaching this. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. All right? Why? Because it's appealing to a lot of people. Hey, I don't have to purchase a very expensive PC, and PCs are expensive. Look at these graphics cards, 500, 600, 700, 800. Are you kidding me, man? It's darn expensive. I know, I have PCs. Even consoles are 500, 450, plus the game. All right? And I know there can be arguments made. They got exclusives, this, and that. I get that. I understand that. But eventually, 10 years from now, it's going to happen. This will happen. What you're looking at now, it's future in making. It's going to happen, guys. Just like Netflix happened. And maybe if this video is still up, you can maybe dig up this video and say, hey, look at this guy, this geezer from 10 years ago. He was right. Like a Nostradamus, he was right. Why? Because I'm looking at it realistically. I'm looking at the trajectory, where it's going, and I can multiply and calculate where it might go and where it possibly will go. Just like people in NASA when they're calculating. Well, they're looking at trajectory of how long does it take from point A to point B to point B to point C. When is the closest us to go to the Mars? Blah, 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 blah. They look at everything. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm giving the same trajectory. Okay? And here I am. I'm not having any issues. Everything's sharp. And internet will improve over time. We'll laugh about 1 gigabit. That'll become a standard 10 years from now. 1 gigabit will be laughable. Will be laughable 10 years from now. It's going to happen, guys. Stuff, it's moving much faster than what it was 10 years ago. Everything's moving quicker and faster in terms of technology. Okay? You can't compare something to 1999 or 1996 or 2000 or 2003 to 2020. Things are moving much faster, much quicker, and more rapidly. They're moving. Technology is moving much quicker, much faster. Okay? So every 6 months there's some new technology they're making. And that's just the stuff that they let us know. Not to mention the stuff behind the closed door that we don't know that it's open to public. Okay? So catch me on this live stream and we'll talk more. I'll answer more of your questions regarding this. I'm definitely going to test Google Stadia on QLED. I want to see how it looks on that higher peak brightness on a QLED. I want to test it out. I want to see how it looks. But look, man, I tested it on OLED. It looks great in 4K and HDR. You can adjust the HDR slider, and there's something so satisfying about this. You gotta try it. You don't have to. I'm not saying you should try it now. You should go and buy it now, but you can try it for $10 a month next year. You know, pick one game up. Actually, you don't even have to sign up. You can just go ahead and just purchase a game and try it and give it a try and see for yourself. Try it for yourself, and then I think you might understand my points of view and what I'm trying to tell you here. Okay. So, well, there you have it. This video has become very long. Listen, guys, it's difficult for me to do a short video because if I do a short video, then I feel like I'm reading teleprompter. I feel like I'm on a debate. It's hard for me to express myself just in 5-10 minutes, and it just wouldn't feel like I'm doing it. It would feel as if I'm being, produced to say a certain thing. When I'm doing video this long, 20 minutes, I'm able to give you guys some key points and express myself. Okay? So catch me on Stadia, Google Stadia, Red Dead Redemption 2. Alright, guys, so hopefully you're having all a peaceful Thanksgiving weekend. Like I said, stay safe out there. It's a holiday season. A lot of craziness out there. You never know, man. It's 7.4 billion people. A lot of craziness. Okay? And you always need to be aware of what's going on. Always, at all the times. I know there's a lot of stress, this and that, but always know your surroundings. Always pay attention. Okay? So stay safe and Be positive, be good, and I'll see you guys on the live stream, and we'll talk more about this. Okay? Have a good one, though. Be good. Stay positive. Stay safe. And stay blessed.